So where does Viagogo stand today in terms of scope, size, and where it's heading?
Yeah, we sell hundreds of millions of dollars worth of tickets annually. It's not the StubHub's obviously bigger. It's $1 billion whatever in the States, but we're growing faster than StubHub did at the same age. I think we have bigger aspirations. We're very well capitalized. So, it's very exciting. Have a lot of different international employees, main office in London, technology office in the States. And so really trying to grow it. Have the fortune also having sold a business before to try and really aim big. So I think having at least knowing that had some good fortune and can feed my family and pay my bills, that you can try and build something really big, and that's what we're trying to do.
And as part of the capitalization of the company, did investors require you to put some money in?
Yes, I have invested my own money in the business. That being said, I would actually say, and I got good. When I was at Stanford, there was a guy named Irv Grossbeck who helped start Continental Cablevision, who teaches a really great course. And he said, look, you should definitely make an investment, but I don't think as an entrepreneur you should be you're already putting your career, your time, your effort behind it. So I don't think it should be incumbent on you to also risk all your capital. I think you should show that you're willing to invest. So that's true. The one other thing I'd say in terms of the structure of it with investors is obviously this time I've structured it so I have no partner and I have super voting stock. So I actually vote 10-1. So I've modeled it after Putin and the Politburo, and I think I don't think he's getting removed anytime soon.
Well, that's when you say lesson learned. Supermajority voting stock is a good lesson learned.
Yes, and it's also a good aspect probably to one of the things we talked about, which is, people would say, wow, who's going to sign up for super voting stock? And I have to give my father credit because he suggested that I put in super voting stock. And the reaction, well, venture capitalists don't do super voting stock, right? You always get this. I do these panels at like business schools, and there's a VC there, and they're like, well, venture capitalists typically don't do. Okay, if people want to invest in something, and you have options, and you have a good property, they will do what it takes to invest in your business. So there are no sort of absolutes. I mean, there is no better proof of that than the fact that the most valuable private company in the world today on the internet is run by a 26-year-old college dropout who controls his board of directors. He's got the head of the Washington Post, Mark Andreessen, and Jim Breyer, who's probably one of the most affluent and successful venture capitalists in the country, sit on the board and basically advise Mark. But no one's going left unless Mark wants to go left. So they signed up for that, and I would tell you that they would gladly sign up for it again, certainly, because those people are going to buy islands from that investment. Now, they probably have a lot of other investments in their portfolio that are much more democratic. So, they can tell all their investors that, well, we didn't make a return, but I can vote. That's not really how it works. So the reality is, if you, again, they will do, if you have options and you have option A and option B and you're willing to walk and you have a good enough property, it's like anything in life. People will, don't be afraid to ask. Don't assume that people won't give you something, if you have alternatives.
And even if you